Hi, Mr. Wilson.
Hi, Elvis.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Arvocap Asset Managers.
Yes.
We were having a conversation prior.
Yes.
And you were telling me about the story about Arvocap.
Yes.
So a brief introduction. Who is Wilson and who is Arvocap?
Thank you, Mr. Elvis, for having me.
Yes.
I'm Wilson Wariari, the Chief Investment Officer and co-founder of Arvocap Asset Managers.
Mm-hmm.
And who is Arvocap? Arvocap is a fund manager licensed and regulated by the Capital Markets Authority, license number 191. And Arvocap means, it's made up of two words, Arvo and Cap. Arvo is a Finnish word that means value, and Cap is capital. So it's value capital.
Value capital.
Yes, so Arvocap is here to provide value to investors' portfolios by diversifying, providing professional management of their investments in the capital market space. So yeah, that's Arvocap.
And maybe let me just retaliate in this manner. There is Arvocap has been the talk of town for some time now.
Yes.
Coming from the aspect that we had the Men's Wellness Summit. And at one point, I think there were so many CEOs in that event. And at the same time, there's been a lot of chatter online about Arvocap asset managers.
Yes.
And how long have you been in the market now?
It's been 14 months since we got our fund management license. But it's been 7 months since we launched our products. And yes, for the last few months, our activity, our engagement with clients, it's given us quite good visibility with the investors out there. And I think over the weekend, someone was quipping, looking at brand activity. You're among the top 3 brands, in the country.
Because of brand activity.
Yes. You were last week on Friday. We were involved in some financial wellness training, courtesy of the Men's Wellness Summit. So we were invited to EABL to speak to their men.
Oh, okay.
Joining all across the country. Then also we are with Safaricom on a Grow Business Expo. So that makes Arvocap among the top 3 the activity over that weekend.
Yeah, sure.
So been a good journey, great client engagement, really growing quite fast, getting good market reception, and also good feedback from the clients about our products that we're offering, but also the quality of service, and that's what we are here for.
I think that's really important. One of the good messages I'm getting from you is that focusing on the client and providing value to the client is one of the most important things and the aspects, or something. It's like a building block that Arvocap tends to have. You value your clients.
Yes.
Which is a very nice thing. Now, I'll get into the first most important and intricate detail. I recently created a video, and the video was trying to educate guys on opening a money market fund account with Arvocap. And in the video, most people tend to really not get to understand why is it that you should invest. Most people have these, I think we have short-term goals, long-term goals, but I tend to think most people have this instant gratification idea where you invest to make a lot of money like once. So why do you think someone should invest?
Now, let me pick it from where, you've spoken about goals. People have the short-term and long-term goals. One basic reason as to why you should invest is to meet your goals, to provide cash flows, or to provide capital that meets the goals that you have. Because yes, you have a goal, and this goal has to be funded. The goal could be a short term as this is my trips, or this is my holiday calendar in 2025. I want to visit Diani. I want to visit Malaysia and all that. And so you have that short-term goal. You need to fund that goal. So that's why you need an investment that will give you, funds or money to help you meet that goal. You may have long-term investment goals. So basically why you invest is to match your goals, the goals that you have, with an income stream that's meeting or that's helping you. And the idea here is, as you save, as you're putting aside this money, because remember someone said that, okay, but I'm putting aside this money. But the question is, are you just putting money back in money, or is that money actually still earning to help you meet that goal? Because there's the difference between saving and investing. You can save by packing money. That every month I'm saving 5,000. Not just put it 5,000 aside. But is it growing? Is it giving you a return? Okay. So where you invest is that this money, even as you put it aside, as you save it towards this goal, then it's earning you an interest, or it's earning you an income. And you find that income becomes quite important when it's supplementing whatever you're doing. Could pay for your taxi from here to the airport as you're going, or to the SGR as you're going to your trip, or as you're going to buy these assets. There's that nice TV you are going to buy. You pay for the transport for that TV back home. So the interest that you have earned out of that. So basically, that's why you invest. Yes.
It's a nice illustration, basically, because, as young people, one of the things that we get wrong most of the time is that we tend to think that investment is really about making quick money. And this quick money is probably to be used in sherehe and all these things. I mean, you're going to find it that in the videos and the comments that I was actually getting, people have this idea that if I invest 3,000 Kenya shillings today, next week it should have grown to 10,000 Kenya shillings. And I like the aspect that you've mentioned something about value, right? Value capital.
Yes.
Because for your money to be growing, something has to be done.
Yes.
Investing with a goal, and not only having a goal, but I tend to think a smart goal.
Yes.
Yeah. So, jumping to the next topic of discussion, I think you're aware of so many scams in Kenya today.
Yes.
Recently, I'm going to give you this story of this certain scam that was there, where people lost over 300 million. I tend to believe you heard about that.
Yeah.
And one of the questions that I was actually getting a lot is, how safe is Arvocap? You see, like, people want to understand, yes, we've invested in your funds, we've invested in Arvocap. How safe is it? Tutaweka pesa ama after tumeweka pesa kidogo, watu wanasemanga kuoshwa. I think Kenya watu wameoshwa to an extent that we tend to have some, is it PTSD or something like that? So how safe is Arvocap according to you?
Your funds are very safe with Arvocap asset managers. And I look at it in two different ways. One, as I've said, Arvocap Asset Managers is licensed and regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. So as a licensed entity means that our code of business is regulated. How we carry out our investments, where we invest. We have a policy statement that guides each investment that we make. We have an information memorandum that guides everything. So, and what CMA does, it provides regular audit of all our processes, all our investment processes, to ensure that the client funds are highly protected. That's one. Then the capital markets has also created this tripartite framework, whereby there is the regulator, then there's a custodian, and there's a trustee. So all these three parties are there to safeguard the investor interest.
Maybe if you get to that, I would like to know that difference, the trustee, what's the role of each?
Yeah. So now, a custodian, they hold custody of funds. They are the people who protect those funds. That once you invest to the Arvocap unit trust scheme in their custody account. Our custodian is NCBA, a custody, NCBA bank. And your funds within this custody framework. So they're invested from, as we as fund managers just give instructions to the custodian. Buy this treasury bill, buy this board, buy these shares, according to the policy statement that we have. And so it means that for us, or for you as an investor, your funds don't come to Arvocap Asset Managers bank accounts. They are within the custody framework. And for us, all we do is just charge fees to the custodian. But you have managed these funds for the last 3 months for this client, and these are the fees accruing to us. So you'll never use your fees for our own operations. So that protects the investor fees, the investor funds from misuse or from misappropriation by the fund manager. So that's the role of the custodian. Then we have the trustee. So the trustee are basically the prefects. I like to refer them to as the prefects.
The prefects.
The prefect is someone who looks at, the way you are, the school administration has set out these rules to be followed. That when you're in class, you're supposed to keep quiet, or you're supposed to clean the class and all that. So the trustee are there. they are the prefect on behalf of the capital markets and also the investors to ensure that the investor funds have actually been invested as per what has been laid out. That if we say in a money market fund, we only invest in treasury bills, short-term government bonds, and fixed deposits, then they ensure that we don't use those funds to go and buy property or to go and buy shares. That these funds are only supposed, in this particular fund, the investor funds are supposed to invest in ABC. So they ensure that we follow that.
Okay.
That once you invest as an investor, we create units for you. You know, because that's your that's your claim of ownership in that, that scheme.
Sure.
So the trustee is there to ensure that you have done that. So that helps create these I would say safeguards on client funds. And we as Arvocap asset managers, all our products are licensed and regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. So it means that now everything is under this strict and strong regulatory framework to protect the investors. And yes, your funds as a client, as an investor, are safe with the Arvocap asset managers.
Oh, okay. Money market funds. If you scroll TikTok, if you go through TikTok, you're always going to find someone telling you, put your money in a money market fund. Put your money in a money market fund. In fact, the video I created recently was about money market funds.
Yes.
And conventionally, there is a way people used to save in the past. And currently, there is a way people put their money or save their money. I think the first thing is, what is a money market fund?
A money market fund is a short-term savings and investment product. It's a cash and cash equivalent. So what does that mean? It means that for you as an investor, you can easily get access to your funds wherever and whenever you need it. For us at Arvocap Asset Managers, within 24 hours, our SLA is within 24 hours after you liquidate your money market fund. If it's not a weekend, then at least we can we can pay the amount to you. So it's a short-term investment product for short-term goals. That's a money market fund. And I like that you reference to TikTok. A lot of investor education is happening
on social media.
Yes. And it's quite a great thing that people now are appreciating that there are investment products out there. And money market fund is one of them.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the big difference between a money market fund and a savings account, or even putting your money in a bank account?
One is the beauty about the money market funds. It's the return. That with a money market fund, with as little as 3,000 shillings for Arvocap money market fund, you can start your investment goal.
With a minimum amount of money you can start with.
Yes, Kenyan shillings 3,000 to start, and you can top up with a minimum of 1,000 Kenyan shillings. But then the rate of return, the current rate of return for the Arvocap money market fund is 15.7%. Now, the money market funds, unlike the savings products or with banking institutions, they equalize the returns to every investor. You'll find that now, if you went to a bank, most likely you find that now those with higher amounts will be given preferential rates. And for you, if you are saving small amounts, probably your rate or the rate that you're getting for your savings account is quite small. Then you also probably required to hold your funds for a certain duration in a saving account. And if you do, if you liquidate, then there's a penalty on interest on that. However, with money market funds, there's equality for all. The returns, the high and the good returns are equal for all. So that means that for you as a small investor, you don't have to feel as if you're not getting the best. And even for you as a large investor who have large goals, then there's also the higher good return for you. Then there's no penalties when you're liquidating your investments. There's no lock-in period. So that means you can get in and get out easily, quite easily. And so that's the beauty about the money market fund. It makes it easy for investors to save, but as they're saving with a goal, and they are getting an interest or an income in their savings that they have put aside.
In their savings. Yes. All right. Let me take you back just a little bit. To someone might not know what an SLA is. An SLA is a service level agreement,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you've also mentioned something we refer to as a lock-in period. So expound, like Arvocap, when someone invests or decides to use Arvocap's or put their money in Arvocap's funds, there's a service level agreement.
Yep.
And just expound further, what is a lock-in period?
So a lock-in period is a period of time within which you as an investor can't get access to your funds. As you invest, then that means you can only sell or withdraw your investments after the expiry of the lock-in period. That's what a lock-in period is. And for the money market, I've said there's no lock-in period. We've made it quite easy for clients that you can invest today, and within a week's time, 2 weeks, 2 months time, 2 weeks time, a year, get access to your funds quickly, sell your units quickly. So that's the service level agreement that we have put, to provide efficient investment services to our clients. We made it very easy for clients to invest. We have a mobile app that makes it easier for clients to just download the app, start your investment journey.
Yes.
Upload your KYC. And once you have uploaded your KYC, start investing through M-Pesa or through bank, automatically reflects and you start your investment processes. So we have also made it that as easy as it is for you to invest, then making it very easy for you to actually withdraw your funds. And also to to liquidate your investments and get your funds to your to your bank account or to your M-Pesa.
Okay.
So that's the high diligence that we put within this whole investment framework. From the time you invest, as you monitor your funds every day, you can log into your mobile app, go to your portfolio, go to the My Portfolio icon, and review the performance of your investments. So you monitor your investments on a real-time basis. But then when you want to liquidate, when times comes and your goal has matured, and you're selling to go and now meet the goal or the purpose for which you are saving for, then we make it easy on that.
Okay.
Yes.
Who can invest in a money market fund? Who?
Everyone.
Everyone.
Yes. With a minimum of 3,000 and a minimum of top up of 1,000, everyone can invest, and you can invest as regularly as you wish. There's no mandate that you have to do it after this period of time. No, everyone can do it, and you can do it as regularly as you wish. Whether you invest in 3,000 or whether your goals are bigger. It could be that your goal is a bit bigger and your investment, probably your minimum is 100,000,
yes,
200,000, or even $1 million. Whichever your investment goal is, everyone can invest in a money market fund.
Now, Arvocap Asset Managers is a fund manager.
Yes.
Regulated and licensed by the Capital Markets Authority.
Yes.
When people put money in the money market fund, where does the fund manager, where does Arvocap invest this money? That's maybe a question I would like to ask.
Yeah. Which is very important. It's always good for you as an investor to know my money that I'm investing here. Then where are they investing to get the 15.7% return? That's a very decent return. So for money markets, we invest in short-term investments, treasury bills, government treasury bills, short-term government bonds, and fixed or term deposit with banks. Or commercial papers or corporate bonds, short-term commercial papers and corporate bonds, with institutions. So basically, that's where money market funds invest their funds in.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't want to get so much technical, but I think ideally that's good enough to know where your money is going.
Yes.
Now, someone asked this very interesting question recently in the comment section.
Yep.
And they were saying that I have put 3,000 Kenya shillings in my money market fund.
Okay.
You were telling me that when I created that video, everyone was there.
Yes.
And they were expecting that within a week, it's going to be like 8,000 Kenya shillings. So how long does how long does it take for someone to start seeing like a return? Probably in the money market fund.
So in the app when you're investing, there's a T+1, says T+1, that once you invest today, settles tomorrow. So it means that as it settles tomorrow, you start earning immediately from tomorrow. So remember, it's at the rate of 15.7 percent annualized return. So that means prorated. It's on an accrual basis to be accruing every day at that rate, for the year. So it means that now prorated return, you start seeing it the following day. Yeah.
It's not like, okay, most guys think that 3,000 shillings when you invest today, it's supposed to do a 24-hour period, and then that's when you can now start seeing maybe what is basically like, maybe start seeing like a return on your investment in 24 hours.
Yes, yes.
What's the name of that period of, it's a waiting period, or?
It's basically a settlement period.
A settlement period.
Yeah, because as you invest, then you remember we said that the fund manager invests in assets for for them to get the returns that they are going to distribute to you. So basically that's the settlement period, because as they have seen your investment, then they also have to collect this pool of money and make the buy the treasury bills, buy the bonds, buy the fixed deposit with the banks. So basically that settlement period is basically the 24 hours is just a settlement period that your money has been received. The fund manager has also invested, and as it settles with all these investments they have made, then they can earn, and as they earn, they distribute the same to you.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think there's also something I think maybe we can stress about, which is instant gratification.
Yeah.
I'll not lie, I'm also a culprit in the same, where I thought that if I put in 3,000 Kenya shillings, or even like 10,000, you have this idea that every week, that's like this. Most people start thinking of something that has not even come to fruition. Like where we start thinking about these particular funds generating some instant cash, like 10,000, wiki ikiisha, I have like 3,000 extra. And I probably think maybe you can also say something about instant gratification. When it comes to you saving your money, I think the idea of having the instant gratification where you get instant results, instant returns, is something that people actually should really avoid, because I think you've seen how scams sell themselves.
Yeah.
Someone is giving you a return of 25% per month. So people tend, and it's not even per annum, 25% per month. And then you get your money the first month, the second month you lose money. So when it comes to legitimate investments, people also think that it also applies in the same manner. Like people probably think that, I've put the money in a money market fund, so in 3 months it should have tripled or doubled. What do you have to say about instant gratification when it comes to saving and even investing?
One, as you've said, rightly so, it's good for investors to avoid the temptation for the instant gratification. Remember, why are you investing? And remember the question you started with, why? You have a goal that you want to meet, right? And so you are putting aside this amount of money towards this goal. You have planned to yourself that if I put aside my initial investment of 10,000 in a money market fund, and I'll be adding top-ups of 10,000 per month, or 10,000 every 2 weeks, or I'll be putting, and I'm expecting this payment that's coming through. So I put in 50,000 because my goal is within the next 6 months, I want to hit 200,000. I want to hit this amount of of money. Because I have this goal or this amount. So remember, you had a goal when you're investing, and you had a plan. So what money market or what these investment products help you do is they help you or they give you the discipline to work towards your goal, that you have a target that you want to achieve. So it's not about that I'm investing this amount today and I'm getting a 25% return at the end of the month.
Yes.
That's not possible. Remember what we have also said, where are the investments being made into? Whoever is promising you that amount of, that extremely outrageous high return in a month, where are they getting their it's good to understand the underlying asset they are investing into. And so, as an investor, it's important to always go back to the why. Why am I investing?
True.
Why am I putting aside my 10,000 per month? Why am I putting aside my 50,000 per month to invest in a money market fund? Because I have this goal that I'm working towards. And so, for money market funds, there's a beauty of compounding. There's also the beauty of accruing. Haba na haba. Yes. You may see that initial investment that, after 1 week, I thought I would have accumulated this amount, this, huge sum. but do it consistently. There's beauty in consistency. In saving, the differentiator, or what the difference maker, is a consistency in which you do your investments. And then the discipline of actually following through your plan. And when you look at it, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year down the line, and you look at what you have created, then the beauty of it all, now you see now the reason and the beauty of investing consistently, accruing and accumulating my returns, then compounding. So money markets do compound. That whatever you earned in the last 1 month, at the end of the month, it's distributed back to you. So it means that next month, as you're earning on a higher denominator. And so it means that now your returns compound, monthly. And when you look at it over a period of time, then you see the capital pool that you have created and how it helps you to enables you to get that discipline to achieve your goals. Then you see the beauty of investing.
It's very, very important.
Yes.
I want to move on to something else. And we've really sensitized on short-term goals. And the money market fund is an ideal solution for short-term goals, even long-term goals. Now, I want to take maybe this illustration. I want to upgrade my vehicle. Let's say my goal is to probably move from a Japanese vehicle to probably get a German machine. Probably a Mercedes-Benz, an Audi, I like C200s and A5s. I want to upgrade to something like that. You see, that's a long-term goal. Arvocap is a mixture of various funds and financial instruments that someone can invest in.
Yes.
The money market fund, I would believe, is a good starter, right? After I've started with the money market fund, I really want to understand, I want to build wealth. I have these long-term goals that I want to achieve. And this brings me to the Arvocap Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund. I would like to really get to understand more on this because at the end of the day, we mentioned short-term and long-term goals. The interest rates and the returns can actually be very different, but at the end of the day, someone is looking to achieve a certain goal, right? So, could you expound further on the same?
Discipline of investing. It's quite important for you to match your goals with your investment. If your goal is long-term, as you're saying that within the next 1 year or 2 years, you're planning to, acquire this asset. You want to change to a very nice German machine.
German machine.
Yes. And so your goal is not short-term; it's long-term. So it means the investment that you want to get into should actually match that goal. And that's why for Arvocap, we realize that it's not a one fit all kind of investment horizon. Money markets, as you have said, and as we keep on saying it, they are short term. They are your short term goals, investment products. But when you turn to your long term goals, they are products that can help you achieve or get into that long term, achieve your long term goals faster, and even earning higher returns. And those are like the board funds. And one of the board funds we have is called Almasi. Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund. It's a fixed income accumulation fund. So what does this mean? One, let me start with the definition of Almasi. Almasi is a diamond.
Yes.
And this fund, we like referring to it as a crown jewel of our investment products. And as a board fund, it accumulates the income that you earn. It invests in boards, government boards. So the primary investment, it's in the government boards. But then the income it earns from it reinvests. They are not paid out to clients. It's being reinvested to help compound and accumulate to get higher returns for the investors. So that's one way to look at the Almasi fund. Now, the other beauty about the Almasi fund is it's an active boards trading fund. It's a unique. It's the first in the market, if I may say so, an active boards trading fund. So what do we mean by active boards trading fund? Currently, in the Nairobi Securities Exchange, we trade between 6 to 10 billion, worth of boards every day.
6 to 10 billion.
Yes.
Kenyan shillings.
Yes.
Okay.
As we are sitting here today,
6 to 10 billion.
boards worth hundreds of millions have been traded on the Nairobi Securities Exchange. By the close of the day, almost 6 to 10 billion will be traded. So there's a big market of boards trading within our capital markets. But who are the main players there? Banks, insurance companies, pension funds, fund managers. And this is a space that with Arvocap now, with Almasi fund, will help individual investors who are invested in the fund to get a pie of this active trading market space. So that's the Almasi fund. And so for us, as we actively buy and sell these government bonds, we are actively accruing interest that the government is paying. But when you see those opportunities for us to make a decent return, then we share the same with clients. And that has made our board fund to be the best performing in the market board fund. It has averaged 2.3% for the last 6 months. So our target return is 24% plus for the year in the Almasi board fund. And remember, it's a low risk investment because your risk is government risk.
So when you say something like 24% per year,
yes,
that means if someone probably put in like 1 million Kenya shillings,
yes,
they're expecting
240,000 Kenya shillings.
That's like how much? 20,000 per month?
Yes,
on average.
On average.
Okay. So this one is like, it's an ideal, if someone was looking to make some passive income.
Yes.
That would be a great deal.
Or like you, when you're planning to, you're saying the next
2 years.
2 years, 24 months, I want to buy my German machine. Now this is a fund for you. Because one, there's low risk on your capital. Because remember, the underlying asset is government bonds. So unless the government totally defaults, then there's very low risk on your underlying asset. However, because of the professional activity by the fund manager, and this is where you come in. People will say now, oh, I can go to CBK and buy boards for myself. Well and good. They have made a very easy platform for investors to buy boards. But then when you need professional management and active management of your boards portfolio, that's where Arvocap comes in. And now through the Almasi fund, we provide this active management and active trading of the boards portfolios to get these decent returns. That if you are earning on average 1.5, if you just bought an infrastructure board issued by CBK, but for us by actively by activity, then you add that 0.5% on your portfolio. There's that in investment we like referring to alpha return. And so basically the alpha return is the return above the market return.
Can someone who is abroad, like someone, they're Kenyan, so like, let me give you an illustration.
Yes.
You see, also speak about skills.
Yes.
A data analyst in the UK is earning some good money.
Yes.
And probably they can decide to invest there. Can someone who is like in the diaspora invest in something like the Arvocap Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund?
Yes. Through our app, Arvocap, anyone at any part of the world can download the app on Play Store and App Store, self-onboard yourself, create the account, upload your KYC, and actually start your investment process. So yes, anyone in diaspora or in any part of the world can actually invest on the Arvocap Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund.
Someone from Uganda. There's a guy I remember who I really asked, I'm from Uganda. Can I also do this?
Yes. In Uganda, East Africa, across Africa, yes, you can invest in the Arvocap Almasi Fixed Income Fund.
Now, Wilson, let me do some maths over here.
Yes.
Right? I'm rethinking about the German machine.
Yes.
For me, I like to believe in passive income. Passive income is that I'm asleep, my money is working for me.
Yes.
On average, a good German machine can probably cost me, let's say I have a budget of 4.5 million Kenya shillings.
Yes.
Or conservatively, let's do 4 million Kenya shillings. The Almasi Fixed Income Accumulation Fund really sounds like a very good investment for me to get some passive income.
Yes.
What's the lock-in period? Like, for example, if I put in 4 million Kenya shillings, lock-in period is?
The lock-in period for this particular fund is 6 months. So that means that as the initial investment is locked in for 6 months, then after 6 months, you have access to your investments.
You have access to your investments?
Yes.
So you can make withdrawals.
You can make withdrawals, and any investments you make after the lock-in period just applies for this initial.
Oh, initial investment.
Yes.
So ideally, like an example, 4 million Kenya shillings, let's say cumulatively, we give it like a 20%
Yep.
month yearly per annum.
Per annum.
That's like 800,000 Kenya shillings per annum. 20% of 4 million, right?
Yes.
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 It's 800,000 Kenya shillings.
Yep.
So that's on average of something like close to 70,000? Or I think, okay, let's say 67,000 Kenya shillings every month. That can pay my rent. In fact, it's in a lipa rent na nini. I'm left with some money on the side. So what I'm really getting from you is that you invest with a purpose for a reason, and at the same time you also get a good return on investment. At the same time you have security of your investment capital, and if you have more needs you can invest more.
That's what Arvocap does for you.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's when taking it in a perspective of a logical conversation, I think it's much better for you to do like probably if you're not so good with finances and you're not so good about all these things, it's much better for you to get a fund manager who's going to give you professional advice and really give you the right, steps to actually take.
Because what happens is you need someone who will walk with you the wealth creating journey. We work so hard. People are toiling, out here, people are toiling very hard to make ends meet, to make their goals a reality. And for us as Arvocap, our commitment is we want to make these goals a reality. And how do we do it? We help you redefine wealth. What does wealth mean to you? And wealth, basically, it's as you meet your goals, you're creating your wealth in different ways, right? And so for us, it's providing the tools that are necessary for you to create this wealth. We speak with you. You reach out to us, probably someone in diaspora. You want a Zoom call or a Google Meet call, we have that conversation. Or probably through our WhatsApp. Our portfolio managers on WhatsApp, on email, or via call. You speak to them and tell them these are my goals. I want to do A, B, C, D. I want to buy my German machine, in the next 2 years. But as I'm doing so, I also have this other goal B. That as I'm working for my German machine, probably I'm looking also, there's another piece of land I've been eyeing. So that is a 3-year plan. And I want to work on them concurrently. And probably, Elvis is a young man here, he's saying that probably as I'm doing so, there's even a wedding I'm planning in 2 years' time. So you see, you may be having 2 or 3 goals working concurrently at the same time. At the same time, you may be having a very short-term goal that even as I'm working toward this long-term goal, I have a trip to make. I want to,
to Rwanda.
Yes, nataka kuambia mwili pole. Go and see the baboons in Rwanda. In the national park, the gorillas and all that.
I had seen those gorillas cost $1,500.
Now you see, that requires a plan. Requires a savings.
But I don't think I can go and see gorillas at $1,500 myself.
No, you see now the element. It's about creating memories.
Yes.
So the reason as to why people go to search is to create memories. And when you think about goals, when you think about all these things, it's about creating memories. That fascination of creating that memory. And so, if that's what you want to create your memories with, then at Arvocap we tell you, we have a product for you. Then let's work towards your goals.
An example is, do you think like $1,500 can take me to Dubai?
Yes, it can.
I'll take it seriously on you right now, Nikwambie. I wanted to go to Dubai in 2025 and probably in June. $1,500 can get me to Dubai.
Elvis, Arvocap has even made it quite simple for you. If Dubai is your goal, on the Arvocap app, there is a section called wallets.
Yes, that's an idea.
So on wallets, if you go to your left side menu, drop down wallets, you can create Dubai as a goal. So once you create Dubai as a goal, so that this goal, I need Kenya shillings 180,000 to go to Dubai. I will have gotten a very nice package, and I just need 100,000 to go to Dubai, with these TripAdvisor and such. Once you create it, then you assign an investment to it that will be saying that every month I want to be setting aside this amount towards my goal. And so I'll be investing in my money market fund. And for the money market fund, I can pull and allocate this amount to my goal. And so what it does, it tracks as your investment grows. So you're saving towards a goal, but as you're saving, you're getting a return from it.
There's a return from it.
So there's a purpose, but with that purpose, there's actually an income that you're driving out of it.
Sure.
So that's the beauty about the products that you have.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'll take you, I think, as we wind up on the discussion. We have, I think at this point, you're aware of themes like artificial intelligence. We have gold, we have oil. I don't know if is this what we refer to as commodities? I mean, what is it? I don't know. You're the expert in all this. Huh? There is something we have as a Arvocap multi-asset strategy fund. I hope I've gotten the name right.
Yes.
And this one is like, for example, there is something we refer to as, is it diversification of investments or something like that? Maybe, what would you share on the same, like the Arvocap multi-asset strategy fund?
So, as you said, based on your goals and based on what you are looking to achieve, the world of capital markets has become quite accessible to all information. Has become quite accessible to a lot of investors. So a lot of investors has been seeing, this activity in the global markets. Themes like AI. Things like now you're moving from AI to quantum computing. Things like China as a theme. And all these themes. And all these, clients want to be invested in the next NVIDIA. But how do you know when the next NVIDIA phase is starting? Clients want to be invested in, as things happen in Middle East, they want to buy now the commodities. They want to buy the crude oil. But how do you invest in the crude oil, in the crude oil market? Or currencies, as people speak about, or dollar and gold, replacement of their currencies and all that. So how do you invest in gold? So the multi-asset strategy fund is for you. For this client who wants to be invested in these global themes. But you want professionals who are guiding you that as the world moves on, from one theme to another, then there's professionals who are helping you to allocate your capital in these global themes. And that's what the Arvocap multi-asset strategy fund does. It's a global themes fund. It's a thematic fund. And what we do, we have a team of professionals, research analysts and portfolio managers whose work every day is to sit down in the office, scroll the world for these themes, for these opportunities, where the capital flowing towards in the market, in the global market place, and help allocate towards that. And with that, give you access to very decent returns, but also you as an investor, you are invested in all these things that affect your life in one way or the other. Because all these things at the end of it all, from crude oil prices to, to the AI, how you interact with, a lot of the gadgets you're using today and all that, that even as you enjoy all these good things that are coming, then you're also invested in them. You're earning something decent out of it. So that's the Arvocap multi-asset strategy fund. It's a unique in its own. It's the first thematic-based fund in the country. We have several multi-asset strategy funds, but you don't have a thematic-focused fund. The Arvocap multi-asset strategy, it's a thematic focused fund.
So when you say thematic, it's like what global trends, the global trends.
Yes, so looks at the global trends and invest across these global trends. So by that, they're ensuring one, we are giving investors decent returns. That's one. But also, we are mitigating and controlling risk. Because some of these funds also tend to be a bit market volatile. So how do we manage the market risk out of that? So that's the beauty about what you do with the Arvocap multi-asset strategy fund.
I like that whole description and definition. Huh?
Yes.
From this entire conversation, this has really been educational. But I would really ask you this question, right? What advice would you give to someone who just wants to start investing? Like, I want to start investing, right? Most people, I think, as we mentioned earlier, are looking for instant gratification. What piece of advice would you give to someone who wants to start investing?
To anyone who wants to start investing, start small, be consistent. Investing is not about having that lump sum to put aside, but it's having that amount to start. It's about taking that bold step of starting. And as you start, whether you're starting with your money market fund, your minimum investment of 3,000, and you can regularly top up with 1,000. Or you're saying my minimum is 20,000 because this is my goal. And remember what you have said. Investing is about meeting your needs. It's about the goal that you have and having or creating this capital pool that will actually help you meet that, that goal. So whichever your goal is, set aside that amount that you want to start with. Whether it's the minimum of the 3,000 or your minimum is 50,000 or minimum is 100,000, depending on your goal and the amount you have. Start small. That's your investing. Then be consistent. Invest as frequently as you can as you work towards your goal. And as you do so, then you'll find that the magic of numbers, the magic of accrual, okay, the magic of compounding, those magic numbers work for you, and you'll find yourself, smiling a few years down the line, or a few months down the line, as you meet your goals. And that's the beauty about it. We want you to create memories by meeting your goals, and Arvocap Asset Managers is there to help you create those memories.
Right. So how can someone get started with that? Because I think I have an answer for yourself. I think you have a mobile application available on Play Store and App Store.
Yes.
Your website is very functional.
Yep.
I'm speaking on a standpoint of someone who's already used your product.
Yes.
But this particular engaging session has really opened my mind on what I can also do. I'm that person who is I like taking risks. That's one of the things I like to do. But I also came to realize, in as much as you're in business, in as much as you're doing this and this and that, you also need to have other investments that you're putting your money into. Like, I don't know what you have to say about this. I think it's just out of curiosity. I tend to believe most Kenyans believe that the only thing that you can invest in today is probably a tangible asset like land. They fail to understand financial instruments that people can put their money into. And from a scope and from a perspective of being through Arvocap, there's so many funds that people can invest in. We have in ethical investments,
yes,
among others, like perhaps maybe which ones?
So we have equity funds, those invest in shares. We are looking to invest in the share market. This year has been a very good year for the share market. About 25% return year to date. But we want to be part of this, but we don't know how to to monitor when the share price is good to buy, when to sell, when to book your profits. We have equity funds for that. We have other money equity fund. If you want to invest in the global markets, you want to invest in your Amazon, your Apple, your Tesla. So we have a global equities fund for that, which is dollar denominated. If you're looking to invest in Eurobonds, for those clients who earn in dollars, and you are saying that I want to be invested in a fixed income space, so I don't want to take much risk, so I want to be in the bond space, but I want to buy a piece of a Eurobond. We have a Eurobond fund called Eurofix Fund. With a minimum of $1,000, you get a piece of a Eurobond. It's giving decent returns, 8.15% on the dollar. Really, very decent return. So we have all these funds, but the most important thing is for you as an investor, is matching your goal to your product. If your goal is short term, you have your money market fund. So beginner fund, start your journey.
Yes.
Where you have a long term goal, you have other funds like the Almasi fund, the target investing fund. Fill that target for the next 2 to 3 years. Work on it. Almasi fund, the active board trading fund, will help you meet that goal. But as you said, as you invest in all these other properties, you see, you may have a goal of buying a property, but I want to build a property. So this is what the funds do. So they are not a substitute to what you own as an asset. They are actually a complement to help you achieve the goal. You have a piece of land. You want to build it the next 3 to 4 years. Then how do you accumulate the capital to build it? Almasi fund is there for you.
Yes.
Now, you may also say that I don't have funds enough to build, but I want to take care of my rent first. You know, the reasons why most people build is sleep rent,
yes.
right? But you said that my dream home, I don't have the funds now. So if I delay building my home for the next 5 years, 10 years, what do I need to invest today to get an income stream that actually pays for my rent? The question you ask is, how much is your rent? My rent is 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. So we have a fund called GAO Fixed Income Distribution Fund. It's an income distribution fund. So what this fund does, pays out income frequently, in frequencies of either monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, and annual. And based on your cash need, then you can buy the class that meets the frequency that you require. And the beauty about it, we have created tools in our website, arvocap.com. There's tools called calculators. Within the calculators, you can do various simulations of your GAO fixed income distribution fund. That if I need 30,000, then how much do I need to invest? If I need, I'm paying school fees for my kids, if I need 100,000 per term, how much do I need to invest in this fund to be getting those cash flow streams? So that's the beauty of the products that we have created at Arvocap. It's about meeting a certain unique need for you as an investor. Then it frees you up. That once you meet this goal, then it frees you up to concentrate on other investments, which will help you meet your other goal. Because goals are dynamic.
Sure.
They keep on changing. So we want to change with you and give you tools that help you change or that help you meet those needs at any particular point in your investment life. That's our capacity managers.
Very good. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson, for the conversation.
Thank you.
This has really been fruitful.
Yes.
I also thank you for taking the time to share more information on Arvocap.
Yes.
And also giving us some tips on investment. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to more and more conversations.
I'm also looking forward to more conversation. It's been a very engaging session. And for us, it's just about investor education.
Yes.
As people invest, they have the knowledge and the know-how on how to go about it.
Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. And I hope this educates you.
Thank you.
Good.